Okay, welcome back to Trimble Tech. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best way to set up your Mac applications in the year 2025. We're going to be setting this Mac up to be the best productivity machine, the best coding machine, multimedia machine, you name it. All right, let's get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch to my Mac environment here. I'm going to sign in. This is like a brand new computer. Go ahead and authenticate. All right, so again, this is brand new. And what we're going to do is go to a website called Mac Apps Link. And this basically is going to help us get all of the applications we want in one click. We basically go here, we select what we want. So I'm going to click on that. All right, I'm going to select that. I've got Chrome here already, Brave here. Everything that I want to get ready to be a very productive Mac user. So I'm going to install a bunch of these cool tools. Better Touch tool is great for automation and macros. Dropbox, if you use that as your cloud storage. Google Drive is also nice. Oftentimes you want some type of Office suite. If you're not using Microsoft Office or you're not using Google Docs, then I would suggest LibreOffice is really good. Alfred is fantastic. In fact, Alfred's at version 5 right now, so we'll come back and get that later. Super Duper, if you want to clone your Mac hard drive and make a bootable backup, this tool is indispensable. I've bought the license many times. Let's see what else we want. GitHub, definitely. A text editor. A lot of people like brackets or Sublime Text. I'll leave it up to you. But again, these will get you up and running. Android Studio, if you are an Android developer. Vim is a great tool. Visual Studio Code, definitely want this. Definitely want Docker. Okay, I like iTerm. And let's see, what else do we want? Here's BitTorrent. Here's a password manager. I like 1Password. I definitely use them. I'm a customer as well. And let's see. Transmit, viscosity, fluid. KeyPass is another option. Let's do Etcher to burn ISOs for utilities. Definitely want App Cleaner. If you want an antivirus software, ClamAV is what you want to use. And let's see, we're not on a battery here. We'll do Mac Tracker. Love that application. Daisy Disk is good to see how much hard drive space you have. Do It is for remote screens. You can use your tablet as a screen if you want as well. Disk Maker will let you download old versions of the Mac OS and to make a Mac OS disk. Spotify if you want to play some music. VLC if you want to play some videos. Calibre if you want to have your ebooks all in one collection. If you want to do some gaming, would definitely recommend Steam. And I think else is good. Handbrakes is for video encoding. Plex is for streaming your own content. Let's see, anything else here? Slack, Discord, and I think we are good to go. So at the top here, I've chosen 22 applications. Let's go ahead and say install. And it gives me a little link I can copy. I can just copy that. And now it says go ahead and go into terminal. Let's do that. I'm going to press Command and Space Bar. And I am now in the terminal. But let me do this. Okay, let's go to App Launchpad, Terminal, press Enter. Okay, And again, out of the box, we're just going to paste this in. Press enter. And it's going to begin to install all of these applications in the background. So we will let that commence, and we'll go ahead and get some other applications that you might want to use. We got a Bitwarden, right, which is a free password manager. I know we got 1Password, but I want to show you, free and paid options. Let's see, we want, I don't want the command line. Let's see. Mobile options. Web application. Here we go. We can do brew install Bitwarden. Well, for now, we'll just grab the DMG and allow. All right. Next thing I want to do is get the stats tool, menu bar Mac. So this is it right here, Exelbon stats, and this one is going to give you stats in your menu bar. So we're going to go ahead and grab this as well. Let's get the DMG, allow. All right, and let's see, what else do we want to get to make our Mac productive? I think we'll start there, and let me grab one more. This one is called ItzyCal. This is a little menu bar, a little calendar for your menu bar. Let's download and allow. All right, so we're good. Let's go ahead and do ItzyCal. We basically drag this to our applications. We click on here, and we can right-click on it and open. And open again, and give it full access to your calendar. Right? And now you see here, I've got a calendar. And if I had my other calendars hooked up, my Outlook, my Exchange, right, they would actually show up here below there. So that's the idea. That's going to be in your menu bar. Really nice tool. The other tool that I like to be productive is the Meter app. And this tool, again, lives in your menu bar. Let's go to download Meter. Let's continue that. And I want to, let's say not now, please. Git install. Well, I'll come back. So I'll see if I can get the DMG outside of the store. If not, I'll sign in. Well, looks like it's definitely in the store, but that's okay. What the tool does is, it's going to automatically let you one-click your Zoom meetings and join them with one call, your Teams meeting, the same thing. So again, that's one tool that I like. For screenshots, I like GreenShot. Again, this is another free tool. And let's see, Mac App Store. The Mac App Store, let's take it back. It's not free anymore. It actually costs $1.99, which is not too bad for it. But it does, again, it lets you take screenshots inside of the application. It's super cool. Let's keep going. All right, our stats is done. Let's go ahead and get this one installed. So again, stats is going to give us some really nice menu bar functionality. And let's see if it's good to go. Let's go ahead and open this one up. There we go, stats. Open. I'm going to say allow. Okay. I'm going to click on next. We want this to start up automatically. When the computer starts, we'll do updates in the background. We won't share any data. All right, let's finish this. All right, so now you see in my menu bar, I've got these really awesome stats. And these stats are going to show me my network, statistics, my hard drive that is free, or how much RAM is free. And this thing had 8 gigs of RAM, I believe. CPU, I think we gave it the default cores, so maybe there's 4 cores here. Okay, and yeah, it's working great. So we'll keep on going. So that is the stats tool. Did we install ICE yet? Let me see if we installed ICE. ICE is going to help us tame our menu bar. So let's go back here and let's get the ICE menu bar. Here we go. So this is going to let us basically give a download the free tool, which is going to help us really organize our menu bar. I'm going to put in demo user at gmail.com. I'm going to say get, or 0 for tip, and get. I'm going to download, allow. All right, so ICE, here we go. ICE is the tool that's going to help us tackle all these. So let's drag that here and let's open up ICE. If you want to prevent those messages from showing up multiple times, right click and go to open. Okay, so we need to give this tool permissions. We'll say yes. Type in your password. And again, we'll grant permissions. Yes, it's fine. ICE again. So everything has been granted. We can go ahead and continue. And we can say allow. And we can go ahead and quit and reopen. All right, we'll close these out as well. Okay, so now you see those icons have disappeared. And now we've got a new icon that is a little period. This is the default icon for the ICE menu bar. So let's go ahead and do ICE settings and let's organize our menu bar. We're going to turn it on to launch at logon. Show the ICE icon. That dot's kind of confusing to me, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the ICE cube. That seems to work best for me. If I leave it like this, if I click here, it's going to show that in line. But I also have the option to show my icons below as well, and that's called the menu bar. We'll see that in a second here. All right, let's go to the menu bar layout, and I'm going to start to add stuff that I want and take stuff down that I don't want. So I'm only going to be concerned about the RAM on this virtual machine. So I'm going to move that there. And if you see, it's going to show up here as well. All right. And again, if I wanted to move something down, I could drag that there. So we'll, as you see, now it's pretty slick and it's been tightened and tidied up. We'll go ahead and close that. You know what? Let's bring back the Itzy.cal. We just installed that. Let's make sure I can see my calendar whenever I want. I'll put that next to there. Okay. And I can change my colors of my screen if I want. I can have a tint here. I can do a solid. You can see that changed there. Let's choose a different color. Let's do, I don't know, blue or orange. What color would you choose? Let me know in the comments. But there we go. Let's do something a little oranger. There we go. Okay, I'll keep it like that. All right, and I'll close that. We can do other things. We can, round our corners if you'd like. If you click here, we got there we go. Now we've got those rounded corners at the top. I'm gonna go to split. There you go. Don't like that one. But I'm gonna go back to none. Put it back the way it was. If I want a border, I can add that with the black border. I can make the border thicker. Let's try a 3. There we go. And let's also, let's do that light appearance. There we go. So I was in the dark mode, I put it on light mode. Border width, again, 3. There we go. Nice and thick separator. I'm going to keep it back and turn off the border. Not a fan. All right. I think everything else, though, looks good. And now it's there. So we got a nice little menu bar. And to get there, again, you go to menu bar layout, and you can drag and drop what you want to show. All right. The other tool I was talking about before was Alfred. Let's get that one set up. This really is the productivity app for Mac OS. All right, that was quick. Let's go ahead and go here and expand old Alfred and get him going here. All right, so we don't need these anymore. I can highlight, Command delete, get those out of here. Let's go to our applications and let's get Alfred started. So again, Alfred's also going to need a lot of permissions as well. I'm going to skip this, but if you want to pay the money, you can get access to more features. Definitely recommend you paying for Alfred. It really is a great tool. But let's skip that step and let's get permissions. All right, Alfred. Awesome. Minimize that. Let's get full disk access. I'm going to click on the plus icon here, go to applications, and then go to Alfred, and then press open. Let's see, what else did Alfred want? Alfred also wanted contacts. I'm going to say allow. Okay, let's quit and reopen. Okay, so Alfred wants me to open them. All right, here we go. Let's begin setup again. All right, we'll skip this, skip that step. Looks like migrate existing Alfred found. Let's see, next steps. And we did all of that. Let's skip this step. And let's start Alfred. So Alfred is now installed. We want to change Alfred to not use the default keys. So let's figure that out. Let's go to shortcuts or keyboard. Let's go to keyboard shortcuts. And let's see, I'm looking for, it's one of these things that are going to let me, I think it's Spotlight. Yep, there we go. I want to uncheck that and press done because I want to take over the Command space. All right, so let's do done. So let's go back to Alfred. I'm going to press Command space. So let's try it out. There we go. All right, so that's working fine. I'm going to say I'm in the US. And we did all that. Let's go to features. So Alfred can search all of your files by default. You've got the option to search pictures as well. You can choose what you want to do, but you can also add images, folders, documents, etc. I like to leave this on the default, but I also try to map this to an external drive as well. So if you had an external drive, you would just click on the plus and choose it from the left-hand side under your locations. Okay, and again, that's our file search. Default thing to do is just basically open a file. We can do our web search. You can choose to enable or disable some of these to search within that application. Clipboard history, we can, if you pay for it, you can actually have a history of your clipboard. It'll hold everything that you ever press Apple C on or Control C. Now, some of these do require the advanced Alfred Power Pack, but like I said before, definitely am a fan of it and have paid for it. If you use the 1Password, you can do integration within Alfred to extend the functionality. Right. And I think, yeah, we can do previews. We can do a lot of stuff in here. Workflows are really cool. Well, it'll help you even automate this tool even more. Okay, so that's enough about that. Let's just go ahead and close this and just show you, how we're doing. But let's take a look at our script. So we've installed Chrome, Firefox, Brave. Okay. All right, so let's keep on going here. So if I just open up Command space and I just start typing in, what is the world of Coke song? Now you see that I've got the option to choose Amazon or Wikipedia. I can add onto more search engines, but I'm going to press the return key for Google search. If I wanted to change it to Brave or DuckDuckGo, I could do that as well. But let's just press enter and just show you. Okay, let me try this. What is the world of Coke song? And you can see it opens it up, and which is pretty cool. Let's do this. 2 plus 2. There, we got a little calculator there. I can type in Brave, and I can open it up from here, which is pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. That was Alfred. It's a better spotlight replacement, in my opinion. Okay, so we are looking pretty good. Let's take a look at our Launchpad here. So everything that we've installed, Firefox. Did we get Bitwarden yet? Let's get Bitwarden. Oh, it's still downloading. Okay, must be a slow server today. That's fine. Let's see what else would be a useful. Let's do Perplexity. So this, again, I might not be able to download it. Let's see. Continue. Because I'm not signed into the App Store. But that's all. I definitely would recommend you download this application to do your searches. It's a great little AI search engine. I've been using it for a year and it's really impressed me. And then one more tool you might need is going to be the Hazel tool. And this tool is going to allow you to automate files and documents on your machine. And we'll make a little rule as well just to show you how it works. Let's check our terminal. One thing I like to do as well when I'm setting up my machine is to edit the look and display. So let's get our terminal to look pretty good here. Let's say download nerd fonts. All right, looks like everything is installed, but we're going to install a great tool called Brew to install applications. And again, this is just a tweak. You don't do things in the App Store. You can go outside it and get your own store. So let's open up Alfred again, and let's try, Homebrew install. All right, so this is it, Homebrew. And again, it's a one-line copy and paste from our terminal. And let's bring that here, and let's make a new tab with Homebrew this time. There we go. Let's paste that in and press enter. Type in my password. Try that again. There we go. Press enter. So we'll be watching this in the background, but this is a great tool to install, lots of other applications going forward. All right, we'll go ahead and minimize that in the background, let it work. Let's check on our terminal. So it looks like we're still doing LibreOffice. Well, that one's taking a long time, isn't it? We'll come back. But I do have the other tools. Let's go ahead and do Hazel this time. And we got a Bitwarden as well. So again, Hazel is a great tool for automation and for cleanup. It's going to greatly automate, your different workflows. Say allow downloads. It's installed. Okay. Yep, that's fine. All right. And sure, all apps should do that. Great. All right, so we got a 14-day free trial, and I'll say yes. Please give me a sample rule to run. So here are a couple of rules. You can use these. You can modify them if it makes sense. Looks like this is in our downloads folder. See if I can make this a little bigger. Oh, that doesn't change. Okay, but here's the example, right? Newly added items, and we're going to automatically tag these files and give it a color label, and then you can run it, right? So here's something called old items. Go ahead and give it a label, give it a color. It has a note attached. You can take a look at the note. So it says color files red if they have been sitting in the folder for more than 4 weeks. Okay, yeah, so nice handy dandy note. Here's one called movies. Go ahead and move it to the movies folder automatically. Looks like it's the same thing if it's music. If it matches a music extension, MP3, WAV file, put it in the music folder. It looks like we got support for PDFs and other things as well. Let's see, no longer new items. Okay, very good. So pretty nice, a little program all for automation. And you can, make a new rule, and have it do what you want. So let's call this one, I don't know, clean up downloads. And let's see, if all of the following condition is met, I would say extension is, let's say what, I don't know, .txt, and I'll say dot, extension is .pdf, and I'll say move it into trash. All right, let's try this. Let's save this. Okay, so I think our rule is good to go. And let's preview the rule. Select the file you want to run to rule against. Okay, well, let me get a little text file real quick here. Let's go to text edit. All right, I'll say, this is a test. And let's save it in the downloads folder, and we'll call this one Hazel cleanup rule.txt. Oh, you see how Mac likes to put things as real rich time folder. Let's go ahead and just rename this. So let me press enter. Let's use the text. All right, and let's go ahead and try that rule, see if it's going to work for us. So again, let's preview the rule. Let's try it against the download, select the file folder. Let's run it against here, and let's see what it does. Rule does not match. Let's see what it says. I wonder if I just need to take off the period. TXT. And then PDF. And save. Okay. So let's try that again. Preview rule. Oh, you know what? Let's also change this to any. There we go. If it's a text or a PDF, go ahead and run it. So here we go. Third time the charm. Here's our file. Open this up. And the rule matches. Okay. All right, so that is Hazel. And let's see how we're doing with our brew install. So brew is still working behind the scenes. Very good. All right, let's do Bitwarden, the other password manager. And look at that, our file is not there anymore. Fantastic. Okay, Bitwarden install. Go to applications, and there we go. We're going to be prompted to accept this. Last time I ran this, I got a nasty gram from Apple saying, no, you can't do it. If that happens, we will deal with it. Okay, well, very good. So here we go. We'll just make an account and get access now to our free password manager. It's great. It works really good, really well. And let's see, everything we can do without our Apple account. We got Brave. Let's see how we're doing with LibreOffice. We might actually stop this. We can press the Control-C and press up and run this again. And I could even, modify my code. Let's take off LibreOffice this time. We'll continue with Super Duper. we go. Enter. All right, very good. And then Brew's doing pretty good. Let's see how we're doing with CPU with our machine. 10% SSD. Let's see what is using up all of our processes. So let's see. Terminal, okay, and then ICE taking about 14% right now, okay. And yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. So we'll just pause and wait for this to finish. All right, it looks like our brew is done. We're going to go now, we're going to add this to our path. So let's copy this entire string. Copy that, and let's paste. Press enter. All right, so now we can install this anywhere. Okay, so we've got our new alternative app installer. So let's go ahead and deploy some apps. So I'm going to just put this here, and I'm going to, let's get some stuff installed with Brew. So what we want to do is we want to, update our terminal to make it, coder friendly. So we're going to go ahead and run a couple of scripts here to get our terminal, to look from kind of, blab like this to something a lot better. So let's do that, and I'm going to clear this out. All right, so I'm going to install Oh My Z Shell. Whoops, let me clear this out. Okay, let me just press Control C in fact and clear screen. All right, so we want to install Oh My Z Shell with Brew. So let's try it. Brew install Oh My Z Shell. Okay, so it did not find that. Well, let's see. Let's see, install. Let's go to Perplexity. How do I install Oh My Z Shell via Brew? So it says install Homebrew. Okay, install Z Shell. All right, I think we already have Z Shell. Let's see. All right, well, let's try this one. We've got Homebrew installed. Let's try Brew install Z Shell. Okay. See after that. All right, very good. And let's paste in our next set of instructions. We'll say change shell, which Z shell. Press enter. And my password. Let me try that again. Okay. Very good. And let's do the next install Oh My Z Shell. Okay, we're almost done there. Next, we're going to install power level 10K as well. So it's already looking better. Very good. But we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and install power level 10K. You see, install. Okay. So we're going to make our terminal look like this. All right, let's go to installation. Here we go. On my Z shell, we want to clone the repository. Okay. And then number 2, open up the Z shell theme and then set its value to power level 10K. All right, let's move this here. And let's do nano /.z shell. We're looking for the line. Let's do where is. So Control W. We're looking for ZSH theme. All right, we're going to change it to power level 10K inside of the quotes. All right, that looks good. Write this out, Control W, or sorry, Control O, enter. Okay, that's Control X. Get out of here. Okay. Now you want to reload Z shell. So what source, here we go, should do it. Let's try that. Source. There we go. Okay, so this is what we want to see. We want to now get some fonts to make our terminal look good. So let me do this. We want to get some nerd fonts for the programmer. So let's see. Let's go to developer fonts, and you can choose which one you like the most. Let's go with Cascadia Cove. I'm going to download that. Allow. It looks like my camera turned off. Let me fix that. All right, while that's doing that, let's go ahead and we see that our downloads have finished. Let's go ahead and queue, and we'll come back to that in a second here. We'll come back and run p10k configure. But let's make a new terminal, and we're going to, whoops, I meant to go to queue. So let me just say brew. We want to get some fonts, right, to make this look better. So let's do a brew tap install homebrew / cask fonts. Oh, I see what I did. Should not have said install. There we go. Brew tap homebrew. Let's try this. Brew install cask fonts. So it says brew. Okay, so let's try that. Install cask and then sky fonts. Very good. So, like I said, Brew's pretty cool, right? I can do all this stuff from the terminal. Okay, and we'll wait for this to finish. Let's come back and see how we're doing. We'll come back to that. It looks like we got all of our other applications installed now. There we go. So again, all of that was one click, right, to get all these different applications up and running, which is pretty awesome. All right, and here is LibreOffice. Go to LibreOffice.org. You can grab it from there. Let's go ahead and get this one ready and drag it to applications. And boom, we are good to go. All right, let's see how we're doing. So the Sky fonts was installed. Let's try one more. Let's try brew install nerd fonts. Here we go. Brew install. I like how it will automatically help you out. Again, these fonts are going to make it look a whole lot better. All right, I think we are good to go. Let me exit out of there. And let's go back to P10K configure. So I don't see a diamond. In fact, let me do something. Let me reopen up terminal. So close that, terminate, and exit out of here. Okay, let's go to terminal. All right, let's try P10K configure. There we go. So let's see, does it look like a diamond? I'm going to say yes. Does it look like a lock? Yes. Upwards arrow? Yes. Let's see, what digit is the downward arrows pointing at? And it is pointing at a 1. Let's see, do all of these icons fit between the crosses? I guess the crosses are the X's. They fit. Yeah, they all fit. There is some overlap. Neighboring crosses. Yep, I say number 2. Here we go. Now, how do you want your prompt to look like? Let's go with, I like number 3. And character set, let's do Unicode. And show current time, that's fine. Prompt separator, I'm going to go with option number 1, angled. Prompt head, I'm going to make mine flat. Prompt tail, I'll make that one rounded. Prompt height, I like mine to be on 1 line. I'm a traditionalist. Prompt spacing, I'm gonna make mine compact. Icons, I'll say mini icons is fine. And prompt flow, do we want to be concise or fluent? I will go with fluent. Transient prompt, I'm going to say yes. Let's make our lives easier. Instant prompt mode, I'm going to say verbose. And overwrite the configuration, I'm going to say yes. All right, look at that. We got a lovely looking terminal now going forward. All right, so we've done some cool stuff there. Anything else? I think y'all have everything that you need. Right? You got your word processor. You got your password manager. We installed ICE. We installed stats. We configured Alfred. We ran Hazel. We've got notepads. We've got applications now in our launchpad. So I'd say, yeah, we're going to be pretty productive going forward. If you want me to do a deep dive of any of these applications that I use, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching.